A good morning from me and Vladdy and Ayden. Me and Vladimir are currently eating some toast with butter and jam on it. And Ayden will be eating one of his blackberry chia seed concoctions. You okay? Vladimir ate one toast stick and I offered him another one. He decided against it, but now he's eating yogurt, and Ayden is eating his pouch off of a spoon because he got jealous of Vladimir's spoon. You want some more? Let me see that feed action. Wow. Spoon. Thank you. Rain is all gone and it's a nice and warm day out here, so I decided to pack up the boys in the stroller. We came to walk to our park. We haven't been out here in a while and I think they're happy and I'm happy. Hi. What are you looking at, silly? You gonna blow bubbles? Uh-oh. Wow. Good job. Cousin's watching you. Said he's gonna write down all of your tricks and tips. So when he's your age, he can do all the cool things you do. Whoa. Is he doing it right? Come on, let's see. Wow. Good job, Vladimir. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's Vladimir's turn. One, 2, 3. Hold on. I'm gonna walk. Get lunch situated for everybody. My camera lens is super dirty, but Vladimir got some more smoothie made for him. Stuff's still out. Ayden is eating bell peppers with onions. Green bell peppers. Let me see. So yummy. All in all, so far a good day. They took a nap for a little while. I actually put Ayden down in his crib. His mom is sleep training him, trying to. He'll sleep in his crib for about 2 hours tops, I think. And he'll wake up and we'll go back down in there. She asked me how I did it with Vladimir. And I mean, you guys remember, I didn't, like, he just wasn't sleeping soundly in his bassinets anymore. And he wasn't sleeping soundly next to me, and neither was I. And it was because we were both keeping each other awake, and then we threw him in his bedroom, and it's been downhill ever since. So I got lucky in that aspect, so I really don't have any tips or ideas I can give her. But if anybody out there does, like, if you had a baby who is kind of hard to put down in their crib, if you guys got any tips or anything, let me know down below, and I'll be sure to give those to Jenny. Here I am with the boys. Ayden keeps on trying to bite people and snatch their faces off their face. What are you doing, Skinny? Oh, really? Just climbing over Daddy, crushing his soles, like his dreams. Are you life? You must be. So I left you guys at home. It's kind of late. It's 10 something, but a while ago, like a few days ago when it was raining, what, Friday? Was it Friday? Thursday, Friday, whatever. The dogs decided to pee on the floor and also pee on their bed. And Scarlett has made a makeshift bed, which she's showing off. Yeah, that's clean clothes. But at least she's sleeping good. Scarlett, what are you doing? Scarlett. And that's where she's been sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. Because F my clean clothes. Scarlett, what are you doing? You're such a weenie. Alright, you guys, it is bedtime for me, supposedly. I am pretty okay, minus the fact that my, what did you say called? Pelvic?
Pubic.
My pubic bone hurts. Feels like I was kicked. And prior to a few days ago, it would just only hurt towards the end of the night, or if when I was doing a lot of like physical activity, whether it was with the boys or cleaning or what have you. And now it's like every single day. The pain is brought on by like me picking up one of the boys or like bending down or just doing something, and then it just stays the entire day. And it hurts, but I mean, for the most part, there's nothing really you can do. You can take pain pills for it, but that's about it. Like, there's literally nothing really that one can do for me. Also, I didn't even say goodbye to you guys in yesterday's vlog, but we found out some things about Niklaus. His placenta is on the lower side as of right now. It's kind of by the opening of my cervix. It's kind of low, but Vladimir's at the same time was the same. They don't really worry about it too much right now because as the uterus expands, it will be moved up, hopefully. But she's gonna send off for me to get another ultrasound done. And apparently we found out something about babies that are born to mothers that have hypothyroid is what is it called? Is that apparently they I don't know. I don't know what the statistic is, but apparently they tend to not grow. What did she call it?
Growth restricted?
Yeah, they'll have like growth restriction. Like they'll be fine up until like second trimester, and then they just like stop growing. Apparently, I'm like, what the hell, peace. Vladimir had the opposite of that, and I feel like Niklaus is gonna have the opposite of that, but I did not know that, and neither did Raymond, because we just didn't know that. So that was a little interesting. So she said that she could send us off to the high-risk doctor, but I really don't want to do that. She said she felt fine dealing with my thyroid issues. I am going to get my blood drawn to make sure that my thyroid levels are good. Also going to have the glucose test, but that's going to be in a few weeks. So I did not like the glucose test last time. It was so gross. Low-key don't want to do it, but gotta do what you do. I mean, you know, people have opted out of it, and people have also just drank like just like juice or orange juice or like sugary juice or what, not the juice that they supply. So whatever. But yeah, it was a pretty good day today. I am really happy. I need to film him more because I don't feel like I've been filming either of the boys much of lately. Vladimir, because he's on the fuss side, and as you guys will see from time to time, he will actually push the camera away, and I don't want to like force him. Like, I know you guys really like him and stuff like that, and I really like him too, but I just don't ever want him to feel like the camera, regardless of how he feels, that the camera has to be on him or it's got to be in his face, you know. I mean, sometimes I'm like, I have the ability to like, hey, if I don't feel like vlogging today, I don't. Or if I only feel like vlogging for like 10 minutes and just these straight 10 minutes of my life opposed to like sporadically throughout the day, then I can, you know. And I feel kind of bad because there's no way for Vladdy to really tell me. He's like, you know, he's not like, hey mom, can you like not film me? So when he does push you guys out of his face, I normally like leave him alone because I'm like, oh, he clearly doesn't want it. And I know that doesn't necessarily really mean that. I mean, he'll push the spoon out away from his face when he's like eating but still will be hungry. So, you know, whatever. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Ayden's been doing really good like this past month. Like, it's wild. Though he's not crawling and he's not sitting up by himself, I feel like mentally and socially he's like getting there. It's great. Not necessarily like, when I say mentally, that sounds like, I don't know, almost bad or almost taboo. Like, he just wasn't, his mannerisms and his just everything, his just the way his mind would work wasn't up to par with a baby his age. You know, and that's not to say that he isn't a bright little boy or he's not smart or anything like that, but it was just it was just of a younger child, and literally within this past month he has like blossomed into like the beginnings of a toddler. It is crazy. The only way I can explain it is like the day that Vladimir woke up and he was a baby one day, and then the next he was like grown. Like, I don't know, I think the same thing might have happened to Ayden, and it's really happy, and it just makes me feel really happy. But his was not so much necessarily like a day in and day out kind of thing like Vladimir's was, but like it's been throughout this past month. And yeah, like, I mean, he interacts with Vladimir so much more on so much like on a deeper level. Obviously they're both really young, and I can't remember what age it really actually does begin to, like, they begin to do the parallel play. Is that what they're doing right now? Parallel. Do parallel lines meet each other? Or they run alongside of one another?
Run alongside.
Okay, well right now they're currently both in the parallel stage where they don't necessarily play with one another, but they'll play around each other. And I don't remember off the top of my head when that changes, but it's nice. It's nice to see them interact with one another. It's nice to see Ayden realize that his cousin and myself and Raymond and even his mom and other people around him are like people, you know, like, I don't know, it's nice. I really enjoy it, and it's just so weird. It's weird when it happens, because like one minute they're a baby and then the next they're not. Like, it's really weird. I wonder how weird it's gonna be for me when like Vladimir starts talking. Like, I'm sure that's gonna be really weird. Or like even when he starts walking, I think that's gonna be a really strange one for me, because I feel like the talking is kind of like a slow process. Well, not a slow process, but you know, there's a process to it. But I'm afraid that like with walking, I feel like he's just gonna get up and run one day, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I will see you guys all tomorrow. If you guys like today's vlog, please like, comment, and subscribe to Reality. And like I said, we will see you tomorrow. Bye.